What is going on, guys? It is Corey, and today's video I am going to be playing Power Star Golf. So this is also my first time playing this game. This is uh, an indie title. They're not made by big developers. So this is similar to that D4 game that I posted on Friday, which, like I said the other day, I won't be playing. Won't be playing any more of that D4 game. That was pretty bad. Um, so let's see. This thing. Ooh, pick this guy, Frank. I guess that's all I can pick. All right. So. Yeah, play. That's what I want to do. Okay, so today's video, I had previously mentioned was going to be Titanfall. However, upon playing that game today, it's just not something that I'm going to want to post on a consistent basis. It's just not even worth the stress to even do a commentary with. That game, it was fun when it came out, but it's definitely not good. I think that Advanced Warfare is what Titanfall was aiming for, minus the Titans, of course. But even when you double jump on Titanfall, it's like half the height of Call of Duty. It's too different. The controls are just, they're odd. It just doesn't feel good. So, like I said, not gonna be doing that. So hopefully you guys will enjoy these other games that I'll be posting. I have a couple of these indie titles. They're going to be hit or miss, of course. I like games like this. I was a big fan of Hot Shot Golf for PlayStation. So this is like right up that alley, in my opinion, from what I've seen. I've watched people stream this, so it looks very similar in play style. I do like the real golf games such as Tiger Woods and things like that, but these ones I think are more fun in my opinion, especially when you play with friends. Eventually, once I'm a little bit better at this, I will venture into the multiplayer aspect and play against other people. Right now, I'm just playing against myself, pretty much. This is just training, so I know I got a long way to go if I'm going to get better. And if I would have just hit that a little bit harder, I think it could have got it in. So, today's commentary is kind of just was off the top of my head, but, like, what makes a new game successful? Like, games like Call of Duty and Battlefield, and even sports games, Madden, NHL, NBA 2K, these games have all been out for a number of years, but what makes a title successful that's new? Titanfall, even though the numbers weren't very good, I thought like it was a very solid game. Uh, some things, obviously, the cloaking ability and stuff like that made the game kind of annoying. It doesn't matter what kind of shooter you play on. Those games, the ability to just be invisible on the screen just doesn't do it for me. If you're not a fan of shooters, you just have to know that people will just find a corner to hide in and wait for you to run by, and they'll pick you off and kill you. The thing about that is when you have a cloaking ability, um, you're virtually undetected and can just ruin somebody's experience. That's not to say that I have never done that at some time or another in my um, gaming career, but it's more like I'm more like a reactive person. So it's not like I just take time out of my day to intentionally do that and ruin other people's experiences. They pay for their games just like I do, and I know that I want people to play a certain way. When I say a certain way, I don't mean exactly how I play, but um, for instance, if I play Call of Duty, there is a regular player match where everyone plays, and then there's a ranked playlist where the better people play. So when I play ranked, I expect people to play as if they know what they're doing. For some reason, it's like the Call of Duty gods always seem to put me on a team with people that it's like they're playing and they have like they're playing with their feet or something. They're terrible. I'm not at all the best player, but I think that I'm somewhere between average and above average. You know, I understand the concept of the game. Uh, I know how to be a support player. I know how to. Oh, I have no idea what happened there, but that was terrible. You know, some games I can get high kill games, and some games I need my teammates to help me. You know, so with that being said, you just expect games to be a certain way. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. I got a little sidetracked. Um, what makes a game successful that's new? Is it online capability, good stories? Um, you know, what is it in your opinion? Could it be the company that makes the game? Could it be uh, just a number of reasons? You know, could it be the graphics? I like playing games that look nice. I paid $500 for a console, so I don't expect the game to look like a Game Boy game. Like, it has to look like people put an effort into it. Now, there are games that look good that are retro. Um, you know, the graphics are dumbed down a little bit, and that's cool, but every game can't be like that. What I am excited for is what games will look like in the future because games already look spectacular, and this is basically the going into year two of the Xbox One and PS4. So the future is looking very bright. I know I've read a number of articles where companies want to integrate virtual reality headsets and the Oculus Rift. Maybe that will be incorporated somehow. Um, my personal opinion, I think that a game is successful based on basically everything that I just said. The company that makes it, you know, if they have a great reputation, you're going to pay attention to things that they put out. It's like a musician or something, you know, if they're at the top of the charts, that's someone you're going to pay attention to, whether you like them or not. They're always going to be talked about. So that's something that you always have to pay attention to. Uh, the online to me was like the best worst thing that ever happened because I used to enjoy games just by itself, but now that I play multiplayer, it's like I really don't want to play alone anymore. I'd rather play with friends. I think that party chat was a huge addition to online gaming. To be able to chat with your friends while you're playing is awesome. Uh, like I said, graphics to some degree. If they're single player games, do they have a solid storyline? I like playing role playing games, so those are usually like save the world, save the universe type things. Are those good enough? Some games now, you could play and beat a game in 5 or 6 hours. Gears of War is like a prime example. I like playing the campaigns, the co-op campaigns, but you could beat the game in 10 hours, Even with the harder difficulties, didn't really pose a challenge. There's not a lot there to like really make you feel like you're in the story. So, games like Call of Duty, they're just it's basically the same thing. There's bad guys, you have to kill the bad guys and save the United States or the world or whatever have you. Um, so there's those things. Sports games to me are the same every year. They try to like incorporate new features or something. Now like uh, those like association mode and all that stuff, I think are great additions that made sports games better, like franchise mode. But as far as adding like Madden, for instance, there was like the hit stick and the truck stick, and it was just like repetitive. I stopped buying sports games. It's just like I was spending $60 on the same thing every year. Um, so I play. I mean, years I'm really not interested in it, and then it turns out to be something that I like. So I guess you got to pick your poison. And with that commentary, and I hope you liked it. So if you comment, and until next time, guys, peace.